What's up, everybody? It's your favorite Stegosaurus' favorite nerd, and today we are looking at the Hasbro Deluxe Class Snarl. Once again, it's on loan to me from John Garinger. He actually put all the accessories on these guys, so I'm kind of just trusting him that they're all correct. And if they're not, I don't know, butcher me in the comment section, I guess. Do what feels right. But let's go ahead and take a look. As you saw in the opening footage, he does hold his weapons just fine. This is his sword. Looks good. I'm not sure why they didn't go with a red translucent, but looks good. And the sword will plug into the hip. And then he comes with the same hand thing that flips out. We've already talked about this, so I'm not going to talk about it anymore. It's the same exact thing that we saw in the Slag review. As you saw, he holds it just fine. It can plug into his shoulder. It can plug into his chest. And that will plug into the hip as well. Mine is a little loose, though. Not sure what's up with that. And let's talk about the figure. So, the head is on a ball peg this time. Silver face, red eyes, great face sculpt, a little bit of silver on the crest. That all looks good. Limited up, limited down, and the swivel. You get these, which can collapse in a little bit if you like that look, but that's pretty much where they're at. You get the same exact articulation basically for the shoulders, ball pegs. They do come out to this piece which swivels around, so you can kind of move the arm down for different poses and stuff, but I'm not sure it will help you that much. We got translucent shoulders with the gold in there. Bicep swivel. Shoulders get you out. I'm not sure if I did that. And then around. No issues there. Bicep swivel. Single hinged elbow. Wrist swivel in and out, mainly for transformation. We have a waist swivel. Some deco there on the chest, which looks cool. And an Autobot symbol there. And that's about it. T-jointed ball joints for hips. Get you the pretty much the full Van Damme. And the full Monty. Thigh swivel, knee hinge gets you just about 90 degrees. I say we give it to him. And for the feet, we have, once again, nothing. And this guy has a tendency to come apart while I'm manipulating him. On the back, this all doesn't clean up quite as nicely as Slag. But what are you going to do? Can't win them all, I suppose. And I know Slag has a different name now, but old habits and such. And there he is with RC. And let's get him transformed. Flip the hands in, flip the shoulders back, flip this piece out, the tail piece, tuck the head in, flip the tail piece back, and you can close the tail and tab that in. Open up these flaps, you know, this is showing off a double hinge that you don't really get in robot mode. So use the double hinge and flip the legs around. Close the hatches on the underside. Collapse the head together. Tuck the head in, bring the Stego arms down, flaps up, and you're in service. And I'll clean them up, we'll take a look at them. So let's talk about them. The head, you can get a little bit of a nod down, but it breaks the sculpt. It's not really intentional, so you're pretty much stuck there. No mouth on this guy either, which is a bummer. You do get some red in the Autobot symbol. Got a little hinge here on the arms. And then the same shoulder transformation here. This foot is kind of offset. It's, you know, it's supposed to be that way for a specific pose, so you get no articulation there, so you're a little limited there as well. And then nothing for the tail. You can move these flaps out there a bit, I guess. But that's really, you know, that's a bummer. That's a real bummer there. I'm sad to say. Like, it doesn't look terrible, so that's nice. The proportions look good, so that's nice. But it doesn't do a lot, which is a bit unfortunate. And we'll go to the limb modes, so you can fold this arm down and this arm down. You can open this up and bring the combiner port up. If you open these flaps up, maybe you get a little bit more, maybe not. And you wanna bring the shoulders up and then spiral the arms, or swivel the arms around and tab in the forearm into the body on both sides. And flip the head up. And you can open these as well, which I think gives you a little bit more leeway, but I don't think that's the way you're supposed to do it. And that's leg mode. And then to go to arm mode, you just bring that down, and then you kind of got to open this stuff up, which is a bit of a pain, honestly. My fingers, it might be my fingers that are not helping me. But I have a hard time getting these to kind of unlock. But there. And then swivel them around. Tab them back together. And then on this side, you want to bring this little piece down and then interlock all this again. And then fold the head down. And, you know, you can get that a little tighter, but you get the general idea. Swivel that around, and then this will plug into the body, and then you can plug the hand into there, and you got yourself an arm. Now this one I do feel like is a little bit more efficient. Still in dinosaur mode, you hardly get any articulation, but at least dinosaur looks good. It looks proportionate. The robot mode looks proportionate. You still get no articulation in the feet, so that's kind of an issue, but you still get the same kind of great head sculpt and deco, so that's okay. It is interesting that they're doing the Scramble City with these modes. Like, that's just an interesting approach. Since this character doesn't really have, and I mean when I say character, I mean the combine mode, doesn't really have a quote-unquote canon form. If you're into that, which I'm not, at least it allows you to kind of design your own, where like a lot of the third-party options, they kind of had to go a certain way. So I can get behind that as well. But I have to also say, probably would have been much more efficient as a Voyager. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Until next time, take care.
I am a little confused right now. I'm not sure how we got here again.
Well, Mr. Skullface, as you know, I'm on MapQuest, so the instructions on how to get here are quite simple. In case you're confused, I realize that in the past, most of the times your wife dropped you off, but if you are driving, this great app called Evase, it is beautiful.
I'm not driving, I'm still getting dropped off. Not that it's any of your business, but we've never met here before. I was under the impression I was seeing a different doctor. I'm befuddled.
This happens before, but Mr. Skullface, I believe that the relationship that we've established over the years, this will help you rebound even quicker than previous sessions.
One more time. I'll give this one more time, and that's it. And you better fix me real good.
So, my assistant, Klaus, I had some notes during your conversation with
He wasn't offended, was he? I didn't know. Look, I don't know what to do. Is it secretary? Is it personal assistant?
Oh, Klaus is just Klaus. It's fine.
He didn't even introduce himself. I was saying receptionist at first. It was awkward. It was an awkward moment.
Klaus is my house room. It's fine.
So he was asking some questions that I felt were maybe a little bit above his pay grade. A little bit.
He is the epitome of professionality.
Okay.
I assure you.
Okay, I'll take your word for it.
You should. So, I'm looking at the notes, and we need to speak about, this is something that I believe should have been spoken about many sessions ago. Helicopter underoos?
To be fair, they weren't underoos, they were whitey tighties. So they weren't really whiteys, they were colorful helicopters all over.
Do you like them tight though?
I didn't really know. I was a young lad. I was my first pair of big boy pants. And, I mean, they made me feel like a big boy, and they were colorful blues and greens and orange and red helicopters all over the...
The primary cut is very important to you.
And I didn't like it. I didn't want any part of it. So I ended up hiding them all over the house. And then I had to wear diapers to age well beyond what I should have been wearing diapers, and I was even taking the diaper off to go to the bathroom. I didn't want to wear these helicopter underpants. I was putting them in the pots and pans, behind the drapes.
Do you think that maybe the immaturity that you perceived was placed upon you made you choose an even more immature aptitude in regards to your diapers?
I just wanted to have regular underpants. I was afraid I was going to be outside. I was going to bend over to pick something up. Somebody would see.
Are you wearing a skirt?
No, but you know they pop up a little bit above above your Ocean Pacifics.
OPs. The old OPs.
Somebody would see them and say, "Oh, look at Sloppy Bobby in his helicopter underwears." Like, "Oh, Bobby's underpants going for a lift off," is what they'd say.
I think that this incident, if you would not mind, my Hashon Klaus, I think it would be beneficial if he was here to help with the notes on this.
Well, I don't know, Doug.
This would be, listen, third party observations is very helpful. It is the new thing in this kind of treatment.
Well, I'm not so sure. I'm not sure I'm comfortable.
It's fine.
Having this conversation.
It's fine. It's fine.
Multiple.
Der Redakteur.
Yes, sir.
Möchtest du mir unterschreiben und schreiben auf, was wir hören?
This is. What is this?
Alles klar.
He's dragging. Doctor, he's taking an exceptionally long.
It's fine. It's fine.
He's taking a very. Does he need a hand?
It's fine.
It's taking a.
It's the floors. Very nice floors. New floors.
It's taking a very long time.
That's fine.
It's very close to me.
It's fine.
All right. What the? Look, sit in a chair.